studio?
This is the Solana guy, yeah.
Bro, what the fuck is this?
Hey guys, quick shout out to Soundmint. They have provided the music for the NGMI podcast and have been kind enough to sponsor the show. So definitely go check them out. We'll link them down below. I'm a big fan of what they're doing for music in the Web3 space. Like the team over there. And again, want to thank them for sponsoring the show and providing our wonderful, wonderful music.
Hi, welcome back to NGMI. As you can see, we upgraded the studio. We are at the W Hotel, although it's ironic because all we've taken is L's. So today we actually have a good guest. We have Griffin.
What's up?
And then we also have Champs.
I'm not a guest. I'm actually a co-host, but he didn't let me talk yet. But yeah, welcome back to the NGMI podcast, co-hosted by me or guested by me today, and our new friend Griffin.
Yeah.
I just thought about that. This is the W. I literally have not taken a single W in this market in at least 5 months.
Well, Web3 welcomes you. Thank you for being all of our exit liquidity.
You're just like us.
As you can see, things aren't going great with us right now. I just spent all my money on a $17 Pepsi.
We didn't drink it either.
Yeah. So, how's New York been for you? We're at NFT NYC.
Right. I forgot. I guess I'm supposed to talk now, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna cut the shit here, really. So I came to NFT NYC. I was excited. I'm like, all right, sick. I've actually been in the space for a while, just not deep. So I got a CryptoPunk back in February of 2021. So I was at $650. So I stole that son of a bitch. But since then, it's just been all L's for me. But I came here. I'm like, yo, dude, I'm gonna see what it's about. I've been meeting you guys, meeting people, and taking time. But I'm not gonna lie, it's been freaking me out a little bit.
How since you have a experience, a lot of experience and success in Web2, what are the biggest takeaways from working in Web3?
I mean, it's interesting because everyone that was from Web2 that came to Web3 basically fucked over their community, so that sucks. For me, they automatically hate me right off.
So the path is already charted.
Yeah, right.
Charted. Yeah, so you're no one can get mad.
I mean, at least let me get my rug pulling so I can make the money like everyone else did. I mean, fuck. They hate me right off the rip.
But bro, sorry, I want to rewind what you said earlier. When you said that you haven't taken a single W, are you talking about literally not one successful trade, not one time?
I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I lost hella on my mutant. I got a mutant, thought I was gonna get a bargain.
What'd you buy it at? 38.
No, it's 28.
Okay, it's not that bad.
So not the biggest L, but definitely not great.
Yeah.
Did you get it when ETH was 4,000 also?
No. Well, actually, yeah, pretty close.
Definitely.
80 grand.
100%.
So fat L on that. Okay. Someone stole my Goblin. Fat L.
You got scammed?
Scammed.
Oh shit.
So here's what happened. I clicked the phishing link, I think, because it was I asked my friend, I'm like, can you send me the link to the burgers? And he's like, yeah, sure, bro, I got you. Send me the link, and I clicked on it, and I connected it. It didn't work, and then my Goblin was...
So did your friend scam you? Or he thought it was the real one?
No, he thought it was the real one. I was, with him in person, but I wasn't paying attention.
You should start an alpha group.
I'm the friend, so thank you for that, by the way, guys.
I'm like, yo, how'd you get so many Goblins? So I lost that.
And came when he sold it last night.
Dude. yeah, he fucking sold it. Could have just gave it back for what you sold it for.
Yeah, my bad, bro. My bad.
And then the other side shit. I got some land and I got railed, dude.
Hey, we have a lot in common, man.
Dude. Yeah.
Did you sit for the mint?
Dude.
Yeah.
8 hours I sat waiting for that mint.
No. I just ran 3.5 Gwei. And I paid 3.5 ETH in gas.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Champ ran the other side.
You're that guy.
Yes, I had a KYC wallet, an extra one, and so Champ and I went halves on it.
I'm having Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah, and then Champ's like, oh, don't worry, I'll handle the mint because obviously he knows what he's doing and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And then so he paid $10,000 just in gas to get it, and I think now we could sell it. I think we could sell it right now for maybe $2,200. So. Yeah. Off to a great start. Yeah, Champ and I's entire relationship so far has just been like me losing him money, him trying to get me to make money, and then me just like fumbling it somehow.
Bro, so it's funny you say that. My friends are like tennis players. They're like two of the biggest tennis players in the United States, right? They're like, yo, we want to get our first NFTs. So me and my buddy were like, yo, this Otherside mint, bro.
It's gonna be the best shit ever, bro. You gotta get in.
I'm like, we got an extra KYC, bro. Like, you don't even understand how big time this is. We'll get you on.
Free money, bro. You're gonna be a millionaire.
Generational wealth.
Yeah.
We fucking minted it for him. It cost them both like 6 ETH a piece by the time it was over. And it reveals he gets a tier 1 lava land.
We got two, like, literally the worst fucking lands possible.
Dude.
Yeah.
The worst lands
He
possible.
messaged me back and said, would you rather have chlamydia or tier 1 lava land?
What'd you decide though? Chlamydia is treatable.
I mean, at this point,
Poverty is not.
I would be less disappointed with chlamydia.
Yeah, because you could always just take like a couple pills and like you could get over the chlamydia, but yeah,
It's
other
gone.
side, but it's okay, man, because like Yuga Labs, like they're gonna do something really big with like $250 million or whatever they made.
They're gonna inflate. They're gonna inflate the supply by another 100,000.
Yeah,
Um,
and they're gonna book Amy Schumer with that money, so
Right.
I think our investment's in good hands.
hey, speaking of, did you go to Ape Fest while you were in town?
I did not. no.
I didn't go. I missed my booking.
Didn't you
I
have to
was
get
supposed go
tickets or
yesterday.
something?
Yeah. I didn't go.
I don't
Money,
understand it, bro.
Money tried to get in. He was supposed to be someone's +1, but they
I
didn't.
actually did get in.
Oh, you did get in?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did get in. I was there for like 2 hours. It was interesting, to say the least.
Did they have a little baby?
So when I went the day that they had no one, like it's
Okay.
like I literally just missed Amy Schumer, thank God. And then from there, I think they had like LCD sound system, which is amazing if you're like 40s or 50s, not ageist or anything, but yeah, it was
Definitely ageist.
yeah, it was just like a bunch of like dudes who look like walking red flags because they're just wearing like Bored Ape merch from like head to toe, and then there's
Right.
just like a group of supermodels that you could tell are not holders, and they were definitely paid to just be there.
Right, they were getting saved.
But at
That's
the
where
same-
the mint money meant. That's
For
where
sure.
the mint money
Okay,
meant.
okay.
for sure. But then it was funny because it's like they weren't even like mingling because like no dudes knew how to like talk to
Is
girls
that where
there.
that video came from of the guy that was dancing and he was like with the girl? You know what I'm talking about? Did you guys see that video?
Yeah.
On
No,
Twitter?
wait. Okay. Please overlay this video on the podcast. It's this video, dude. I'll show you right now. Can I show you guys right now? I know exactly. what it
I'm
is.
down.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about?
It's
Yeah.
literally like this is a real Solana influencer.
See, I'm
Wait.
with it. Oh yeah. He said
Yeah, sorry,
it's
you
a
guys-
Solana influencer.
I'll
that's
find
what
it. You
was.
guys can keep.
See, I'm with it. I know what's going on. in
Okay.
this
Yeah.
space.
See, I don't.
I
like,
get it.
I'm not with it anymore, man.
It's because
But,
you've been asleep for the past 15 hours.
I wake up this morning and I just see piss streaming onto a Goblin hat. That's what I woke up to.
I guess we could talk about that.
Yeah. Do
then,
you want to
yeah.
speak on that?
Yeah. So
I get it, by the way. I'll back you up here a little bit.
Okay,
So
cool.
you
Yeah.
go ahead.
So what happened was, your boy's hydrated, and I just drink at least a gallon of water every day, and I had to find. There's no public restrooms in New York, so I was like, oh, here's a McGoblin burger hat. This is the closest thing to a urinal. And so I utilized it because that's the real utility of NFTs. But in all seriousness, yeah, I was pretty bitter about like the way like they handled some shit. I was like speaking with like their team. I was supposed to do like a performance and shit there, and
Right.
then yeah, I was just like sitting in the crowd, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna call you up, and then they're like introing like, yeah, like you all know him, he's like a comedian in the space, and then they like intro like some dude I've never heard of in my life, and everyone else around me was like really confused. And I just kind of sat there like a cuck, like watching like someone else like just take my spot and like
Right.
performing and stuff. And then yeah, I hit up like the team, and I was just like, yo, like what's going on? And like they never had like any like explanation. They're just like we're really sorry and stuff like that. But you got into the event, right? And I was like, yo, like I promoted it, like we contracted like a whole agreement on it, and then yeah, like I could have just
It
like
did get crazy though.
it did, yeah.
It was like, so I know how it is because I've been in shit like this and stuff in the similar vein has happened to me.
Is this the video?
This is the Solana guy, yeah.
Bro, what the fuck is this?
So here's the crazy shit. I saw a video of K Money last night in his McDonald's uniform doing that exact same thing at the Goblin Town event. The exact same thing at the Goblin Town event.
Okay.
That's why they didn't let him up. Actually.
Yeah.
I get it. I actually think they didn't let me up because I was wearing McDonald's and it was probably like some like.
That's actually classist.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
probably classist, and then they
Got
probably
it.
had issues with like the IP of McDonald's, or I don't know. But yeah, so how was your Goblin Town experience last night?
So I really like Alex. I think what happened was A, it just got 2-packed too fast. B, that I think it got leaked and it wasn't supposed to. And then 3 was like, it was like the manager dude there. The one that, so the guy didn't let me in through the door or whatever. I was like leaving, and then I was gonna come in, and then he was like, no, I don't know why. Some people were like trying to sneak in behind you or something.
Yeah.
And he thought I was like trying to sneak in. It's like, dude,
You should have whipped out your Instagram, bro.
I was like, well, yeah, but then I'm just a douchebag.
Yeah.
But did you see people doing that in line yesterday?
No.
People were holding up their Twitters like this. Like in the line, that wanted to get in were like this, like holding them up. Like,
What? Like
I swear
that?
to
Damn.
God,
I got 100K.
Yeah,
I got 100K.
But they didn't give a. Like, I don't.
I've been
I don't
doing
think
it
they
wrong this whole
cared,
time.
bro. But yeah, you're K Money, bro. But yeah, no, it was dude. So I mean, but the thing is okay. You got in. You at least got told no. You got close enough to get told no. Okay, like I literally. Okay, me, Thread Guy. Who people have been mistaking me for this whole entire trip. It turns out he's pretty handsome in person. So
Yeah,
it's
he's
cool.
pretty handsome.
Okay, that's good.
And
Yeah.
Cross and Tropo was there last night in line. And then my girl and a couple of people from the Champs Only team, like we all stood in line for like an hour to an hour and a half.
I believe it.
And dude, and Chef and everybody. We were all out there. And Chef is convinced that the whole thing was like orchestrated as a publicity stunt to like make it seem super hyped up. That they like,
I was thinking that too.
because did they ever actually open the doors or not? Like, did they let people? Like, I did not see a single like there was never a time when they like opened a GA line and they cut it off. Sorry guys, you can't come in. Like I feel like they leaked it and they
I
just
left
wanted
too
people
early.
to stand outside so everyone would post it on Twitter and be like, look, like Goblin, it's crazy. You know
Interesting.
Because everything else they've done thus far has been super intentional. And brilliant from a marketing perspective.
Yeah,
so
brilliant marketers. That's what I said. I love Alex from that group. Like,
so I can't.
he's a genius.
So I
with
can't
that.
help but
didn't
think.
think
I
about
can't
it
help
like
but
that,
think. And I'm sorry, I put my tinfoil hat on. Like I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, and it's probably not the case. But if it were, like, and now we're talking about it on the pod. And
Oh,
now, like,
interesting.
you know what I mean? I mean, you have a personal situation with it, obviously.
Well, I mean, it's not even that personal anymore. I mean,
If
like,
you could, would you take the tweets back? Yes or no? Realistically.
the only thing I would have changed with that tweet is like I wouldn't have like named the person who like I had the grievances with, although literally his Twitter handle is his first and last name. So like I don't.
Oh,
think,
so you couldn't
like,
really do anything.
But I mean, yeah, like I. You know, would I have? I probably wouldn't have like named him, and I probably.
you mean Lenny Platt?
So burnt. Would I have peed on the hat? I mean, I didn't want to. I didn't want to just urinate
I think
on the
that's- I
sidewalk.
think
You know
that's
what I mean?
funny, though.
I think it's actually on brand for them.
Yeah, they piss on everything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So I think
Gary
that's actually.
PP, if I remember.
Yeah, so I think that's a little bit on brand for them, but you know, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
understand that. I've been in that point where you're supposed to say like, yeah, I wish I wouldn't have, but realistically, you're really pissed, and you're like, yeah, I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
You were a maelstrom of emotion last night, man. It
That's
was
okay.
it's okay. Like it is okay. Sometimes
I was a little upset.
Yeah.
I was a little upset.
I was a little
I
upset.
was like, so like, the whole situation was like already fucked, but like, dude, like when I literally saw the way that they treated you and like kind of like just like pushed you out of like the door and like closed, like slammed on
It
your
hurt the
face.
ego a little bit. I'm not
I,
gonna lie.
I know, but like also it's just like regardless of like who you are, like what you have, or like what like status you have, or like whatever, it's just like that doesn't really seem like the best way to just like treat like just anyone,
What
really,
about
you know?
me, bro?
That was
What
pretty.
about me, bro?
That was pretty trash.
They didn't let me in either.
But I mean, like, you know, they didn't like close a door on your face and say like I don't give a fuck who
Yeah,
you are.
because they weren't letting me next to
You
that
know?
door, bro.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true. But
that is whack.
That is
though.
crazy though. It was just a crazy. I think this whole thing is crazy.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I think yeah, like Web3 companies, they're killing it right now, man. Like with professionalism and with like just like setting up and organizing events.
Bro,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like every Web3 event I went to is like always so organized. It's ran so professionally and.
but hey, to be fair, Kaiju's last night was beautifully orchestrated and run. It was a really, really nice event. I think PA is crushing it.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, for sure.
They're having some. So there are some good events
For
but
sure,
like
like Cool Cats, like there's so many like that actually are killing it. I just like to, just generalize and shit on everything. But
Griffin, did you go to any? Seedify is the highest market cap incubator in the blockchain and gaming field. They've raised over $20 million for over 50 projects and hosted a number of projects that have done 150 X's. They're now looking to go replicate their success in the NFT space with their upcoming NFT launchpad, hosting a number of utility-based, metaverse, gaming, and potentially even profile picture projects. To distribute these NFT whitelist spots to people who want to get them, they'll also be launching their SNFTs token on the 31st of August, starting at a very low market cap. Seedify is also dropping welcome SNFT packages to 30 collection holders besides their own. The list of the first projects having NFT sales on Seedify's platform will be released in the next couple of days, so make sure to closely follow their socials that are linked down below to keep up with all news relating utility, gaming, and metaverse NFTs. And guys, remember this segment as well as all other sponsored segments on the show have a material relation with the NGMI show, and you should always be doing your own research and figuring out what you do or don't want to get invested in.
So I went to like the Illuminati thing.
Before the
Yeah, I
Goblin
went
Town?
to that before. I didn't get to go to that much. I kind of like checked out the Ape Fest
What
stuff.
was it? What? Because most people watching this podcast probably aren't gonna know what it was either.
Yeah, so can I explain it? Do they even care? It was like you walk in and then there was like this pyramid thing and then a person performing on a stage. And then like there was,
Kanye and the Yeezus tour, like
I don't even know how to explain it, dude. It was so crazy. Like it was weird.
So
I would need a video. To, like,
how were they performing? Like musical instrument, skin flute, like what was the
basically skin flute. I mean, this
okay.
guy was up there. I'm like, it's already 99% dudes, and then you walk in on the stage. There's like a half like naked guy like dancing.
yeah, there
ballet
are
dancing.
there are more like if you walk out into Times Square right now and make one lap around, you will see more women than if you go to. I mean, maybe even tonight's event. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no,
but like any NFT event,
for sure.
And it's like everyone says it online, but it's shameless in person, man. It is like all dudes.
Yeah.
It
like
really
all
is.
dudes.
It really is.
And I say that, and I'll I'll add on to that some of the most brilliant founders that I know, some of my good friends in the space are women. Like Minnie, Artie, all them.
Oh yeah.
But dude, it is the ratio is quite
Ratios.
drastic.
Yeah.
Quite drastic.
I will say though, like there's maybe like I feel like it's like like 99 guys to every like one girl, but like that's that's progress because like I think last year was
It was
probably
100 to 0.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys. So, coming in like we touched on it a little bit earlier, but all the Web 2 people and celebrities and shit that came in and wrecked everything in Web 3 and fucked everyone over. So, my question is obviously there's going to become a point when Web 3 is going to need that mainstream hype and attention from Web 2. So like, how do you see that working? Because I'm a Web 2 guy that's been in the space and I get shit on all the time, even if people don't even know who I am.
Yeah.
So like, when do you think that transition is going to happen or what it's going to take?
I think
I'm just curious.
I think as long as Ty Lopez comes back and starts offering, to like a Netflix and chill sesh for 5 ETH and then like one-on-one basketball games for 10 ETH, I think like that's what we need more of, to be honest.
Right.
Man, I don't know, man, because it's like I feel like everyone just has to kind of get used to like allowing people and like more open to like allowing like other people in. Like it feels weird. It feels like. When I first got into like this space, like all of like the Web 2 people, like obviously like, they were always just like promoting like kind of like rug pulls and things like that.
I remember like it was like in Web 3 though, the first time that celebrities came in, it was like their project sold out like that.
Yeah,
Dude, because
Everyone believed in it like fully.
So wait, so this is a really good conversation to have. I was thinking about this last night.
Right.
There's been this sort of like the NFT space has grown so much. It's like even like 6 months ago, right? And Coinbase NFT, what the flop of that coming out is sort of analogous to like this larger thing that has happened where we used to all like so many things got kind of pumped and overvalued under this assumption that like this thing is going to bring crazy mass adoption and apes are going to go to 1,000 ETH and everything is going to be, and it would literally be, and celebrities were one of those things. It'd be like, oh dude, like Floyd Mayweather is launching a collection. Like,
oh my dude,
he has,
he did it twice.
He has 1 billion fans. They're all gonna come into NFTs and pump all of our bags, and then they come in and it's a huge net negative for the space.
Yeah, because the fans come in and they just lose money, and so
then they never come in again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like
over.
Everybody that they bring in, that is their first NFT that they buy, they're like, oh fuck, NFTs are gonna make me go broke. Like, damn, I saved up $600 to buy Mayweather's, and now I can't afford my rent. Fuck NFTs. I'm never doing this again.
Yeah.
But like, dude, but you have seen. I feel like there have been a number of celebrities that have actually done something.
Well, Autograph.
Like,
have you seen Autograph? There's some cool people involved. That's a legit project.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm still just personally, man, I am so skeptical of projects by like non-Web3 natives, and it doesn't it doesn't take a long time to be a Web3 native. But if I've been here for like 6 months, dude, but it's like or actually it's been like a year. But if you are a celebrity, like I feel like there's sort of this rite of passage of like you come in and you actually learn a little bit about this. Like you have a Steve, right? Mm-hmm. And these celebrities that like actually are like really into the space and understand it and care about it. And being a celebrity and getting NFTs are not mutually exclusive, but it's like they are just doing what any normal people would do that know nothing about NFTs, but the difference is they have an audience that will buy their shit.
Right.
And it's like one of a million. It, like to them, I think it's just the same thing as like, oh, we're gonna launch this merch drop, and how much money is this gonna make?
They don't think about it. They don't think about it.
They talk to whoever managed it for them, and they run the numbers on minting an NFT. They're like, oh, that makes me way more money than dropping hoodies. Like, let's do that.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know what I mean? There's this like huge gap in understanding of what it like actually is to launch an NFT collection, which is starting a business. Like it's literally starting a company.
Like a tech startup.
It is literally starting a company, and they are not starting companies, dude. So it's just like, but there are rare occasions where I think they have good intentions.
So it almost comes down to like just the actual like Web2 celebrity themselves and like what their intentions are. Because if like a lot of them come in and they're just like, oh, like easy money, then like you're gonna have like the repercussions of that, which is like you're gonna burn out your fans. They're not gonna join the space. But if you have someone who's like a Steve Aoki or something, where they're just like, I'm interested in this space, I want to like learn more, and then like once you like understand it, then you like drop something that actually like provides value or like, you know, complements the space.
Yeah, he gets a lot of shit, but Steve and Snoop Dogg, I feel like, in my opinion, have done a lot.
Yeah,
100%.
Onboarding people in like
Paris
the right
Hilton.
way.
Yeah.
Paris too. But here's what, okay. But there are also some celebrities that just collect NFTs. They never launch one. But there's also sort of like a line to be drawn there of the ones that actually like care about it. And then like, okay, who's a good, like Post Malone has an ape. Like, what are the odds that he bought that, or that his team, you know what I mean? Like his team called MoonPay, and then like he doesn't manage his Instagram that has it as a profile picture. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, or like, I don't know. Maybe he does. Like, do we think, does Justin Bieber really give a fuck about NFTs or not? You know what I mean? Like, there's some of them that just sort of like.
Whatever happened to the in-betweener stuff?
I think it did pretty well. But that wasn't his project.
Okay.
That wasn't his project.
Yeah, he just promoted the project, right?
Yeah, and the other thing, and I won't. This is a scary topic. The other thing is there's a lot of legality around these things. Yeah. Like undisclosed shills of crypto and NFTs, not legal, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Like you saw what happened with Safe Moon and all these other projects. Like
shout out to Safe Moon.
Yeah. So
my first big L.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like there's so many people that just don't know what is going on. And you know what I mean?
There's
it's
so
like
much gray area at this point. Like even if you ask a lawyer, there's no such thing as like an NFT lawyer. It's all new. Like these are all things that they're like using their best judgment. And of course there's like good and bad NFT lawyers.
For sure.
But like everyone's still learning.
I know, like even like accountants, like it's like the whole space is like it's just like a ecosystem of like financial like benefits. So it's like you would think that like, you know, accounting like would like know what they're doing, but it's like even like what you're gonna tell an accountant, like, hey, like I just got this I minted this and I sold it for this and I got an airdrop of this, and then like
I 10,000x'd on this CryptoPunk. I minted it back in February.
So it's like there's so many different like just like gray areas that are just like unknown in this space.
Well, it's like Yeah, I think a lot of it. I think where a lot of people get like burnt or kind of confused is like when it comes to like marketing, because I get like to what I said earlier about like undisclosed shills is like in any business it's legal to pay people to like market, right? But I'm saying if or maybe it isn't, I don't even know, but if there's a celebrity that's collecting like 30% of mint and they're posting on their story like this is the best fucking project ever, right. And then the project just comes out in rugs. Like obviously that's like, and they don't tell anybody that they have.
There's disclosures.
Right, but
like even on TV commercials.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, and that's why like whenever you like that's why say like you're advising a project. Like you have to be clear somewhere that you have some sort of like relationship with the team.
Right,
you know what I mean? But people just come to NFTs
even
and
if it's fine print.
Yeah, you just write it down on a website somewhere that exists. But like, do you know what I mean? Like, but it's just like there's so much that people. That's why people get wrecked, man. Because there's just like no rules.
Business idea. Here, yeah, I think we're all gonna create this business, and we're just gonna provide disclaimers for celebrities.
Yeah, disclaimers for your shill post.
Exactly. Like Floyd Mayweather would be our #1 client. Shout out to Ethereum Max. I heard they're doing great. They're getting sued, right? Yeah.
Wow,
that's cool.
But I think it really like
sweet.
There's so many cases. I think it's like only really when that stuff happens like a large scale, like whenever it's people losing like millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, they're not gonna come after you for a couple $1,000s.
No, and it's cool, man. And I want everybody to make money. And it's like you can advise, do whatever, like promote whatever, like sell whatever. Like it's a free market. You know what I mean? But it's just like I think it all comes down to intention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just like whether you see it as an industry to just suck money out of, or you see it as like a way to sort of like, like build like a new sort of like really interesting sort of community and business. And
I think now is probably the best time though, because it's like I feel like if any celebrity's joining now when like everything is already like getting pretty fucking close to zero, it's like they have to at least
they have to kind of care about it.
They're enthusiasts, like they want to build. That's what I was saying the other day is like I've been working and like thinking about doing a project forever, but for Web3, it's like an onboarding of Web2 people into Web3. A, it sucked because people usually hate that, and B, like the market was so hyped and saturated.
Yeah.
It was fucking nuts. Like the only people that could do a successful drop towards the end there were like creators and people that were in the space constantly. It just got absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Dude, I think that's a really good idea though, like because like something like when you're in like my position, or I guess even like K Money's position, we occupy a little bit like different niches. Like one of the things that I like lack to a degree is like the very front end of my funnel into sort of like my audience and in my ecosystem, champs, and all the other things is like the people who know nothing about NFTs, right? Like that, because that's a huge audience, right?
Yeah,
that I'd love to tap into, but it's like I need assistance from somebody who has like that established Web2 audience. You know what I mean? Like
how do you? Well, it's hard to get in and start a wallet and educate and all that. So that's one problem. B is the community, the Web3 community so far, has hated the influencers, celebrities, Web2, whatever, for good reason. Obviously, because there's been a shit ton of stuff go down that's negative. But it's like an interesting thing where there's going to come a point, and I think right now especially, is like when Web3 is going to kind of need the mainstream press.
Yeah.
It's going to need the attention and like the ratio of people that have bought an NFT to those that haven't. And then there's like so many people in the middle ground of like I wanted to buy one, but I either didn't know how or I was scared to. I mean, once you tap that, then the Web3 audience, because the main thing here is the blockchain.
Yep.
You want everyone to adopt the blockchain because it's the future, and I think it'll save currency and everything everything that's going on right now.
Have you thought about like in detail how you would want to do that?
Yeah, so kind of like what you've seen in the past is influencers and people that have done it, like for instance, Nelk did the meta card. Great intentions, like super successful drop. They did some really cool stuff, but it was like based around them. And then there comes a point when you can't scale yourself. And a lot of the people that bought now are upset. They're like, you said you were going to do this event, you were going to be there, and you're going to do this. And you just like spread yourself too thin.
Yep.
So the way that it happens is you find people that have worked with big Web2 brands. They understand, they have the relationship. And instead of building it from, I'm gonna give you guys, like give back to you guys and give you my personal time, you go to the brands and you say, hey, like usually pay me 20 grand for a tweet or like whatever, Instead, give me $20,000 of product. I'll promote you, and then I'll give those like coupon codes or whatever to the community.
It's smart.
So the relationship is creator to the brand to the holders, instead of creator to the holders.
Yeah.
I could get 20K a tweet.
Right. Hey guys.
No, I'm just kidding.
Tweet more. That's smart though. Because it's like anytime anything is like directly tied to like a creator, and it's kind of like the same with like if you're like a YouTuber and like your entire YouTube presence based off like your personality.
Right.
That's very unsustainable.
Right.
Because it's like you can't always be like on. You can't always be.
It's impossible.
Exactly.
It's
It's like unrealistic expectations and like a lot of pressure. So it's like it would make sense for you to like work with like the investor to like work with like the brand instead, because it's like
you can scale that.
Yeah, that's like I don't think McDonald's is ever sad or like doesn't feel like filming one day or something. You know.
I think this bear market is going to bring a lot of innovation that'll create a lot of adaptation in the next iteration of NFTs.
Our next sponsor is Venture Capital X, or VCX for short. Issuer of the first NFT giving exclusive access to both equity investment opportunities in private companies 6 to 12 months before they go public, and to early stage Web3 crypto investment opportunities. Traditionally, these opportunities are only available to VCs, angel investors, or high net worth individuals who can write large checks sizes of $100,000 and more. VCX is changing that by offering its cardholders the chance to invest up to $10,000 in pre-initial public offerings, pre-initial coin offerings, and pre-initial DEX offerings. Cardholders will be able to opt in or pass if they choose on each deal presented on VCX's dashboard. Cardholders will invest directly through VCX's partners' brokers in order to adhere to securities regulations for equities deals, and directly through our VC Web3 partner for ICOs and IDOs where no KYC process is required. VCX also offers its members concierge services to source and skip the lines to buy luxury goods such as Rolex, Patek, high-performance cars such as Porsche and McLaren, to obtain discounts at specialty partnered hotels around the world, and to access to senior vice president level services at Sotheby's Real Estate in any geography around the world. To learn more, please visit VCX's website. And if you want to win a very exclusive whitelist spot, they have given us 25 spots to give away through a pre-mint raffle, which will be pinned at the top. As a reminder, this sponsor, as well as all of our sponsored segments, have a material relationship with the NGMI podcast, so please do your own research, and none of this is financial advice. All right, back to the pod.
And you have to know, like, you have something that a lot of people in Web3 like would kill to have, which is a massive on-ramp for people who don't necessarily understand Web3, right? And at least my assumption is that the people who follow you, like, they really like you and trust you. And even if those people who like maybe you're worried are gonna be like, like fuck Griffin, like he's trying to take advantage of the NFT space, like that doesn't matter, because you have this massive audience of people who you can, like, if you want to, right, if it's something you're passionate about, who you can actually educate, and like you have the almost like the first mover's advantage of doing it the right way, because so many people have done it the wrong way, right? But like really figuring out a way to sort of liaise those people into an understanding of the space, and then like if you build relationships with people like anybody, I mean, like myself, anybody that runs like sort of NFT education brands, like I think there's a massive opportunity there to sort of like be, you know, like almost like an on-ramp referral system for these larger businesses. And I'm sure there are large, like huge deals you could do in that vein.
That's how I'm here right now.
Yeah.
I've been going through this space and just leveraging like my followers to, you know, DM people and get in the rooms. And I'm just trying to figure out what the best way is to onboard people, because it's so difficult to tell them to use this, like to get a MetaMask and then get a seed phrase and then buy ETH and then use the ETH to get on the, you know, it's like, it's a whole process and it's difficult and it scares people.
Dude.
Yeah.
I think that's so smart. That like I think that you should like quadruple, sextuple down on that.
That's what I'm focused on right now. That's how I literally just messaged you. I was
Yeah.
like,
Well, that's why you're here, right?
I was like, I want to like speak to you. I think that it's super interesting, and like I've really enjoyed Web3 for a while, even though I get my ass kicked a lot. You know, onboarding those people to me is a super interesting thing.
I never heard of a famous TikToker getting, you know, their ass kicked by the internet. So.
Oh, dude, Millie Whopped.
Millie
Whopped.
News
to you, right?
Yeah.
Do your like contemporaries, do they care about this stuff?
Oh, good question.
They're interested. So like, I don't know. You guys know Bryce Hall, right?
Yeah.
So Bryce is, we've been doing stuff for a while, just like for shits and gigs. Like we'll buy random stuff. He did the New Yorkers drop, I think here. Like, so he's decently involved. I wouldn't say like he's super like familiar with the space. He doesn't know the ins and outs and all the lingo and everything. But he likes it, and my other friend Josh Richards, which he does like a podcast at Barstool and stuff. So he does a little bit too.
That's cool. Yeah, I think like honestly,
it's just not accepting. That's the problem. The Web3 space hasn't accepted like people from the outside with, obviously they have a reason not to with everything that's happened, but it's just hard to come into a space when you're new and just get shit on.
They still try and eat us alive, dude.
I know.
Yeah, it's bad.
But at the same time, though, it's like I think like in order for it to like go like fully mainstream and to like be accepted, like I think it really does fall on like Web2 like creators, because obviously like institutions and banks and media companies. So it's like anytime you hear about NFTs on the news, it's usually about scams. Anytime you hear about crypto on the news,
that's how it always is.
It's about it crashing or something. So I think like creators are like usually like especially like nowadays in like 2022, like I don't know too many people like around my age who like turn on the news to get the news. Like they go online, they mainly like social media.
Exactly.
So it's like I think it really falls in line with like it's kind of up to the creators and like them having good intentions and like them broadcasting what you can do in this space and like the benefits of the space, as opposed to like waiting around and praying that CNN will like write like a good story about like an NFT or something.
Yeah, creators are the power there. I mean, if you think about it, like every mainstream celebrity, actor, actress, all of their press pretty much comes from like mainstream stuff like TV, articles, all of that stuff. So it doesn't really help. Creators like Web2 creators, YouTubers, Instagrammers, whatever, are the only people that hold an audience that they can go directly and tell like whatever news, whatever thing they want to say without being silenced or like edited or whatever.
Yeah.
Good?
Oh, it overheated? Nice.
1 hour later.
Hey guys, welcome back to the NGMI pod. As you guys tell, it's a very professional podcast, and our production is top tier, which is why we're cutting in the middle of our podcast because
Mid sentence, most likely.
Yeah, our camera overheated. I don't know, like what else happened.
Griffin just said he's never fucking coming back or talking to us again while the camera was off.
That was off camera though.
Yeah.
Right. Sweet.
All around terrible job.
We're gonna see if K Money gets pink eye from sleeping in this bed tonight.
Yeah.
Do you sleep with your head down there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I usually sleep with. Actually, the bed is sideways, so yeah, I'm probably. And I usually sleep on that side, so definitely pink eye. Which is okay because I like the color pink. You know,
like pink?
Yeah, pink's a cool
Pretty good
color.
color.
It's like a little bit warmer, a little bit more like compassionate in a sense. So I'm a compassionate guy, so pink eye's like just a nice vibe.
All right, but so anyway, we were talking about we were talking about like I think when we left off like onboarding your audience, right?
Okay.
And
Is that what we were doing?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but
Okay.
but there was another thing I wanted to ask you, because it sounded like you said earlier, like you sound like very passionate about. You're like, I think blockchain is the future of finance, and like it's going to save
That is true.
currency, right? How long have you been into crypto and NFTs? Like, has it been a long time for you?
So I kind of told you. So how it happened was I got my CryptoPunk.
Oh,
in
yeah.
2021. So
Okay.
Gary Vee, like, I was on a call. We were talking about sports cards because I'm a big sports card guy. And he's like, I thought it was gonna be a normal sports card talk. He's like,
He started shilling.
he's like, gotta buy a CryptoPunk.
Oh, so you were one of those?
Dude, yeah.
You were in the OG Gary Vee CryptoPunk shill conversation.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks for leaving us out, Gary.
Yeah, y'all all got rich.
Come
y'all
on.
all got rich. So
So that's what happened. He's like, CryptoPunk. Like, whatever. It was difficult as hell to buy this thing at the time. I was
Yeah.
like, what are you talking about, dude? Anyways,
18 steps.
yeah,
Like,
dude. I ended up figuring it out. My buddies didn't. Like Josh Richards, I was telling you, he didn't do it.
Faded generational wealth.
Yep.
Yet again. Yet again.
But I've been in like crypto and stuff. I got in and like I had a guy that was huge into Bitcoin early on, and he was telling me about it. So probably in like 2018 is when I started really.
Did you buy any back then?
No, I didn't. I knew what it was, and I like learned about it, and then I think I bought my first Bitcoin in 2019. It was before Trump got elected, so whenever that was. And I think I got it for like $9,000.
That's come up.
Before you got elected, like 2016.
Was that when it was? It was re-election. No, it was. I meant Biden. I meant Biden. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Before Biden was elected.
I was like, damn, bro, you're early as
So
fuck.
when was that? 2019.
2020.
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah,
Okay.
2020.
So that's when I started.
That was a good time too, cause like that's like when like the whole like COVID dip happened and things like that.
Yeah, it was actually impeccable timing.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2020.
Dude, yeah, there's a W right there, you know.
W, baby.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I swear though, since I really started like 10 months ago, I really started diving into the space. L after L. I've gotten milli-whopped.
Dude, I
Well-
completely like. So Champ's probably the only one that doesn't relate to this because he's fucking like killing it.
He's
But-
the DJ and calling guy.
Yeah, but what I will say, because like, dude, yeah, for me, like all the biggest success I had in like Web3, like with like crypto or NFTs, was like all this shit that like I didn't really put too much thought into.
Right.
But then anytime I was like trying to be like methodical about something, like that's when I just like
Right.
eat a bunch of shit. Yeah, so
Dude,
What's
I
your
have
biggest loss?
my just my holdings, bro. I have this is what I'll say. Okay. And I sold a lot of my ETH, like because that's always my biggest holding. I'm like an ETH maxi, right? I sold a lot of my ETH at like 32, and then I sold the remaining but like 10% of my portfolio at like 25, thankfully. But I am still, dude, I mean, we've seen like a 70-80% drawdown. I am down more, like my personal portfolio, in the last 4 weeks than like my yearly salary 6 months ago. Like just down horrendous. Well, because bro, like it's, I mean, you know how it's been. Like we literally,
Yeah, it's terrible.
And I mean, it's risk on assets across the board, right? But I have more embarrassing stories. If you have any idea, were you ever into DeFi at all?
Lightly.
Did you ever know about
I got, like ice and popsicle
okay.
and all that shit.
Did you ever know about like any of the Ohm forks? Have you heard of that before?
Yeah, I know of it. I'm not like.
Okay, there's this dude named Daniel Least, like his dude named anyway, Danny, and he runs this Ponzi. Okay, I'm not gonna just shit on time, but it's backed by something called Magic Internet Money, which is the stable coin of
Magic Internet Money.
his ecosystem.
Wow.
It's on top of it's built on top of AVAX, and then there was another coin. It's like an Ohm fork called Time, right? So
Oh, I know Time.
okay, Time,
Yeah.
right? So Time, I bought 10 grand of Time at like $8,600, and I think it's at like probably like $20 right now.
Yeah.
Or less. No, the valuation of the coin, or it might be actually. I'll tell you what it's at right now. So I bought Time at $85,000 to $9,000, and is because, and I called it a Ponzi earlier because the reason why everybody was so aggressively shilling it that held it is because it's literally like it's a 16%.
APR?
Yeah, no, like per week. It was like a 16%. Like it was like a 1,000. It was just a stupid, disgusting APY, right?
that sounds sustainable.
Yeah, really sustainable, right? Let's see what Time went on. Okay, yeah, 37.74. Here's the chart. I bought like right about here, and that was a lot of money to me at the time. It was a lot of money to me at the time.
Staking it.
Yeah, I staked all of it, and then I probably was up like a few thousand, and I was like, "Oh, this is great.
Damn.
This is gonna last a long time.
You're like, oh,
This
yeah.
is awesome."
So
And
went
then-
from stake to mistake.
yeah, stake
Respect.
straight. So that
Respect.
that was a 10
Dude, when did you
grand.
sell?
I haven't sold it.
Dude, diamond hand.
I'm about to just tax. I mean, I'll sell it this year for tax purposes, but I mean, dude, I've bought plenty of NFTs at the top, bro. I just lost money on Goblin Town. I bought the top of Goblin Town, bro, because the thing is, you have to understand is like my project, my ecosystem, my business was sort of like built atop my like me. Should I finish my sentence on the wide ones? It is sort of irresponsible to like take those trades. You know what I mean?
Right.
Did he walk in front of the camera?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and he just did it again too.
In GMI, baby.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like to a certain degree, I don't personally take a lot of the smaller trades that we like talk about because, yeah.
Are you loving the
Dude,
professionalism
I
here?
just love it, bro.
Dude.
This is how it's done. This is how it's done right here.
Y'all see me right here?
Okay. It's like we're already like falling off course, and Mike's just over here like just taking the wheel, like just taking us off the cliff. I love
So
it.
I'm curious, since this is your second one, I was gonna ask you guys. The goal of this is just to shoot the shit, right? Like,
Yeah.
have a good time every
Yeah,
week.
I
Is
mean-
it once a week?
Yeah, it's weekly. It's like, you know, there's just so many like I feel like every like, you know, Web3 kind of, oh, come on, bro, come here, cutie. Every like Web3 like podcast or anything is like always like just really like serious about like trading or this or like, you know, bridging the gap or like just like all these like buzzwords. And I mean like we can talk about that too, but we could just be ourselves.
Right. No,
Yeah.
it's cool. I get it. Like everyone always talks about the same shit, like wag me and all of that. Like it's fun. It's cool. It's fun. It's community, like what it's
Yeah.
all about. But there, like my biggest thing right now is there's definitely a disconnect of like, I don't know how to say it nicely without offending anyone, but like from the real world and like this whole Web3 space right now.
Yeah.
Like it's cool. It's fun. I think there should be some that aspect with the community, but like it's going to be a serious like problem in the future.
Well,
As far as expanding and like real adoption.
Yeah.
everybody wants to hold on to that for as long as possible, that like
Right.
magic, because it's like, oh well, when everything gets normal, then we can't make so much money anymore. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. That's
Like, 'cause
true.
no
But
norm-
also you won't go to jail.
Yeah, but no, but I'm talking about.
Damn.
I'm literally just talking about trading projects, though. Like, there's, you know what I mean. Everybody, dude, it boggles my mind. Like the amount of opportunity, right? Like you get on Twitter and everybody's crying and sad, and all the reply guys are angry, and everybody's just in the deep depths of despair.
Right.
And it's like, dude, there are still, if you can catch the right ones, like obviously it's hard. And everybody would be like, oh, well, like it's like gambling. I mean, it is kind of like gambling. You have to catch the right projects, but like,
That's what it's
dude,
kind of about.
but dude, like even like whenever the market is dying and Wag Die comes out and it's a free and I won't even talk about Goblin Town because that was a little bit earlier before things were as bad. And Wag Die comes out and it goes from literally 0 ETH to almost like 2, even if it had been a 0.1. Like a 0.1
That's a couple
mint,
hundred
right?
bucks.
That's a 20x.
Right.
The standard return, APY in any traditional investment portfolio is like 12% a year if you're doing
Right.
well, a year.
Yeah.
And that's thousands of
is good.
percent in hours, right? And it's like in the typical response is like, what? But like, yeah, but you have to catch the right. Like, yeah, you have to catch the right one. That's the whole game. That's why I even exist. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because you have to catch the right one. And but it's just like there's so much. I feel like there's a level of like resilience that doesn't exist because every bull cycle, so many new people come into the space.
Right.
Where it's like it's the first time they've ever experienced a drawdown, like
Yeah.
a pullback. And I was talking to you earlier about like Punk 6529's fund. Like those people putting money in there that are buying
waiting
up
for
these
the-
Fidenzas, bro, and these
Right.
they don't give a fuck about the drawdown. They
Yeah.
don't care because it's a 5-10 year time span.
Yeah.
And like there are people with hundreds of millions of dollars who are buying up these NFTs the same way that they would buy like traditional art pieces worth millions and millions of dollars, right? But and there's still these insane opportunities for even like regular people that even if you just have a Twitter account and a Discord. But the natural reaction of so many people is to be like, oh, like we're all gonna die, like you know what I mean? We're all gonna like it, and that's coming from somebody who's down fucking horrendous, bro. But I wouldn't even be here if all this other stuff didn't exist. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's like,
facts.
I don't know.
Come on, what do you got to say, dude? Come on. What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking about all the L's I took because we're talking about everyone's bags being down, and I'm just like in my head I just have like a montage,
PTSD?
yeah, I have like a montage with like Titanic music playing in the background, just thinking of like, you know, me buying 4 crypto bats at 2 ETH, and then
Was that the Ozzy Osbourne thing?
yeah, and ETH was $4,000, and so I lost.
How did those do? Bad?
They're 0.1 ish right now, so
Not the worst.
Yeah.
They did well for a while, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I've like, It's weird. It's like the most success I've had in this space so far has just been like me doing what I've been doing outside of the space.
Yeah, the comedy stuff.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. I'll have Champ oversee every trade I do from now on. But honestly, after seeing him buy the Goblin Town top, little worrisome.
Yeah,
about
that was crazy.
Yeah, I did do that.
That was crazy.
Honestly,
I did do
like.
that.
Mine got stolen though, so it
I
doesn't matter.
was feeling kind of pessimistic about the whole space in general, not gonna lie, but after this conversation, like
You feel even worse.
no, the realization I had is like Floyd Mayweather's gonna help us all.
That is
Seriously.
true.
Floyd Mayweather's gonna save all of
is
us.
true.
Like I just need him to drop his 17th project, and you know, like maybe this one will be right,
They're building
saw-
a Mayweatherverse, bro.
dude.
I saw a thing where he was like talking in the Discord about how this one was gonna be different, and people were like, "Yeah, Mayweather, we know, like we support
Dude.
you," and then it
Dude.
just absolutely failed.
Do you know who Zach XBT is?
I know, like I don't know
who
he-
exposes like all the
Yeah, I've
You know,
seen
Floyd
it.
DM'd him.
And said like this one's different.
No,
or
he
what?
goes, hey man, like, you need to take that post down. Like this one, we're taking it seriously this time. We are building the Mayweathers.
Dude, yeah, Zach XBT is the guy that everyone knows, but everyone doesn't want him to know them because it's like it's probably not for a good reason that he's gonna hit you up.
And yeah, and here's the fuck thing. What you were just saying, because here's how NFTs work. Here's how these people work. Is like, you know, you're just talking about these people like Floyd, we love you. Like, we'll put this video out. And somebody who minted that or is bag holding is going to come on this video and be like, fuck you, Champ. You're fudding my bags. You're making me poor. Like, not Floyd, who
serious?
rugged the collection.
Yep.
That's my replies and comments every single day. Like,
Yeah.
It's your fault for talking about the collection in a negative light. It's not my fault for minting. It's
What do
not
you-
Floyd's fault for
There's
rugging
nothing
it.
there. What do you want to do about it?
I'm just telling you how it works, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
just
what
how it works.
that's what they say.
Yes.
It is what it is because
See,
it's
okay.
like even if you're like being honest about like it's like for me like with Azuki, like I have nothing wrong with the community at all. I made a video talking about what the founder did and like how he like rugged previous
right.
projects.
And
all
it's
these
your
things.
fault, bro.
And so like people came after me and were just like, hey, delete this. I'm like, why? And they're like because it's ruined. It's like you're dropping my bags right now. And I was like, I'm commentating on like what the founder did. That's like it's provable, like everything. I'm just
I
like
get what they're
commentating
saying,
on it.
'cause,
but it's
like,
like
FUD
yeah,
obviously
like-
is gonna
yeah,
bring their
so
bags
like,
down, but
people love the truth as long as it doesn't like fuck with their bags.
right. If it was like benefiting them, though, they would love it.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Like if they were in the competitor or something, they'd be like, "Yeah, K Money, we love you."
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Makes
you
sense.
don't want to like, and I don't want to like, I don't want to FUD anyone's back. That's why I never I literally never FUD on Twitter.
Yeah.
Ever for that reason,
Really?
because it's like
Like any project, it
because
doesn't matter.
people are gonna do it anyway, man. Like they don't need, and all that's gonna happen is somebody that follows me that is holding that project is gonna be like, oh fuck, like they already probably feel stupid for buying it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
then
yeah, I
and
know
then
how that
they
I get that,
and
I
then
get
they
that.
see me and then I'm like and they're like, oh, now he thinks I'm in it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because you know what? You know Frank, the D Gods
Yeah.
holder.
God, I love him.
So yeah, so
Shout out to Frank.
so Frank tweeted this thing the other day, and he was like, you know what? He was like, you know what I've learned is that people actually care more about feeling embarrassed and stupid for buying something than they do about losing money. Because a lot of the times, the people who are mad when the floor goes down weren't going to sell anyway, but wallets are trackable and everybody knows what you bought. Like, bro, people track my wallet. I
Yeah.
felt so stupid whenever I lost money on Goblin Town. I was like, well, now everyone's going to think I'm a terrible trader. You know what I mean? Like, so,
Yeah.
like, I didn't even really care about the ETH that I lost. It was like, damn, I don't want to look
Reputation.
stupid.
Yeah.
But people who don't have fun feel that same way. You know what I mean? Because there's like this weird like group, like, I don't know, people shame you for selling, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is a weird thing. I've seen that now that you're mentioning it, is like people really do get upset about that. But it doesn't make sense because, like, you know, a lot of these, I've just seen it. People are like betting on making $100.
Yeah.
They're like betting on that. Like if someone was like fudding my bag and I needed $100 and it was like on the cusp and you just shit on it, I would be so mad. Like I'd be like, fuck you, dude. Like I'm putting myself in college days right now, and I just did a DGen play, and then I just see like, you know, Champ comes on and starts fudding my bags, dude. I would definitely cuss him. I'd be like, Champ, now I'm getting no booze and no puss. Fuck you.
I don't FUD on Twitter, man. For that reason, I would never do that to you, bro.
All right, sweet.
I'll never do that to College Griffin.
Yeah. Everything's going to zero, so
Sweet.
I'll do the fighting, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah. Meet you at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, yeah, I'm already here, brother. We're already here.
We'll be pissing on the streets of Times Square in no time.
You're doing this podcast with us, so it seems like you're pretty close to us too. We're pointing out my fire tattoo, bro.
I just wanted to see.
You get that at the Goblin event last night?
No, I got this when I was 13.
13?
Yeah.
1 year after the SIGs.
Sick.
Yeah.
Um,
Been at the bottom my whole life, brother.
It literally cannot get any worse than this moment right now. If that makes you feel any better, like anybody, like I guess technically my bags could get worse. They can't get that much worse.
Yeah.
Like, unless they go to literal actual
Zero.
dust.
Yeah.
Zero. Nilch. So.
Which is a good segue for the end of this podcast because it's NGMI. So yeah,
Not gonna make it.
I don't think we're gonna make
Thanks
it.
for
boys.
having me.
Yeah,
by the way.
thanks for joining us in this bedroom.
I hope everyone.
Shout out right here
Oh yeah.
to this camera.
Okay. Thank you.
Close out.
Yeah, thanks guys for having me on. I hope everyone doesn't hate me. I tried to not sound like an idiot, so
And
sweet.
thanks guys for allowing me to sound like an idiot continually.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, thanks for letting me be a complete imbecile on cam with this dude. It's nice to meet you, though.
Hey man.
Good.
Yeah,
thanks.
nice to meet
Sorry
you.
about the shoes on your bed.
Oh no, you're good, bro. The pink guys give me the best thing to come from this trip. Oh, thank you, champ, for just making it exponentially worse. But yeah, do like a mic bump and
Yeah. Cool. Just touch tips real quick.
there we go.
All right, sweet.
Sig.